Hi everybody, this is Rano and Sierra of Lifestyleized, and we've got a message about nurturing today. We have declared this month Nurture Yourself November, and the reason for that is because when we were leaving Los Angeles to come back on our 2-month road trip, we took a much needed reprieve down at the beach in Malibu, and we hadn't been at the beach pretty much the entire time, the entire trip. So we went down to the beach and we actually finally got some meditation in, and we had been pretty much, our self-care had gone way down the tubes while we were on the road.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is considered self-care, I think.
Probably not so much. So, between road food, not having enough places to stretch, being in different states, we weren't meditating, we weren't eating right, we weren't, exercising our bodies. It takes a toll.
It does.
So we decided to enjoy this last few hours of our time in Malibu, and we went down to the beach and we watched the waves crash and decided to commit to a couple minutes of meditation and just recenter ourselves. And within a few minutes of closing my eyes, I just started sobbing hysterically. Well, maybe not hysterically, but sobbing because
There's some tears.
There were some tears. So I got some wisdom, and the wisdom came from watching the pelicans that had been with us for the entire time that we had been in California. And those pelicans are really neat. If you ever watched a pelican, what they do is they glide along the water. And it's so gorgeous. And every once in a while, they'll dive really, really deep and they'll go get their fish. And I got this awareness that we had been gliding along and not taking care of ourselves, which is the diving deep back into the well of re-energization and self-care and self-love and relaxation had just caused us to be living on the surface of our lives. And when you're living on the surface of your life, there's not a lot to give and there's not a lot to gain. And the problem with that is we need to give a lot in our lives, and if you're business owners, which many of you on this list are, you need to be able to give of yourself in order to get clients, in order to build your tribe, in order to have people pay attention and take action on the things that you offer. And if you're not an entrepreneur, but you are a woman or even a husband and you've got roles and people depend on you, by not taking care of yourself and diving deep in to get that replenishment, you are not going to be able to give to anybody in the way that they really need it. And you end up getting frustrated and tired and ultimately sick.
Yeah, you got to fill your tanks. You have to take the time. We were just talking about habits in this today earlier, and we realized that the more that you take the time just doing the little things, the little steps, the little taking care of yourselves, the little making
moments.
your beds, taking the little moments to do these little things.
Things that nurture you and nourish you and keep you running at an optimal level.
They add up,
like
and
eating
they support
a proper
you.
breakfast. Or having, instead of that coffee, having that glass of water in the morning with lemon in it. Small little things can really add up. So the key is for the greatest success and the greatest ultimate expression of you in the world, where can you dive deep and get that replenishment and get that nurturing in? So I challenge you this month, in Nurture Yourself November, to look at where you've been coasting along and dealing with the status quo and eating status quo food and living status quo life and not really taking time to appreciate yourself and who you are and giving to yourself in whatever way it is that nurtures you. Nature, exercise, eating right, time with friends, gathering with family, whatever it is that nurtures you, because guess what? The holidays are coming and you need that energy. So before it gets crazy, take time to nurture yourself and watch what you can magnetize. Watch what comes forward. When you slow down, you allow the world to meet you. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you're going to do this month to nurture yourself, or what you've already done. Give us your tips.
So if you're on our blog, feel free to post your comments below, and if you're watching this somewhere else, feel free to go to lifestyleized.com and let us know that you heard it and that you like it, or you hate it. Either way,
Rate it.
See you soon.
Ciao.